Hi, my name is Jada Barrow, and my topic today is should repeat DUI offenders lose their license? Lives are lost every day because someone makes the selfish decision to drink and drive. Driving under the influence is a common thing happening today. I see it all the time. People with more than one DUI offense should lose their license because they show a pattern of dangerous behavior, put others at risk, and need harsher consequences. I will explain the risks of repeat DUI offenders and why current consequences are not enough, and how stricter punishments can save lives. Number 1. Repeat offenders pose a serious danger. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration states that every day about 32 people in the United States die in drunk driving crashes. That's one person every 44 minutes. In 2024, 11,904 people died in alcohol-impaired driving deaths. These deaths were all preventable. Repeat offenders have a pattern of risky behavior. Mothers Against Drunk Driving states that drunk driving is the #1 cause of death on our roadways. Some people believe that because they've had a couple drinks that they are okay to drive, but that is not the case. Alcohol affects you way more than you might notice. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration states that a .02 blood alcohol content shows a decline in visual functions. .05 shows reduced coordination, reduced ability to track moving objects, difficulty steering, and reduced response to emergency driving situations. .08 leads to short-term memory loss, speed control, reduces information processing, and increases impaired perception. .10 brings reduced ability to maintain lane position and brake appropriately. .15 is substantial impairment in vehicle control. It is also a common misconception that the type of alcohol you drink affects you differently. It does not. A drink is a drink. Drunk driving is the most selfish thing a person can do in their lifetime. Innocent people get killed every day. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention states that in 2022, 13,524 people were killed in motor vehicle crashes involving alcohol-impaired drivers, accounting for 32% of all traffic-related deaths in the United States. Drunk driving does not discriminate. Mothers Against Drunk Driving says that it takes sons, spouses, mothers, daughters, fathers, grandparents, and grandchildren. If it hasn't impacted you or someone you love, it still could. Even though there are people dying every day, people still continue to drink and drive and ignore the consequences. Number 2. Current consequences are often not enough. Many offenders continue to drive after getting a DUI. GJM Martucci Law says the harsh consequence of driving after a DUI conviction is usually a mandatory jail sentence or hundreds of hours of community service. Repeat offenders are often charged with felonies, and third-time offenders can be charged with Class 1 felony punishable by 4 to 15 years in prison and a fine of up to $25,000 with no possibility of probation. Estimates suggest that 50% to 75% of convicted drunk drivers continue to drive on a suspended license. Penalties are simply not discouraging repeat behavior. PsychologicalScience.org states that an estimated of 30% of DUI offenders will continue to drink and drive even after being arrested and punished. I truly feel like DUI offenders do not feel guilty for their actions. Why would they continue to drink and drive? Number 3. Losing a license can prevent future harm. Having no license removes danger significantly. People may still choose to drive, but many know that without a license they can go to jail, so they're just not willing to risk it. ScientificAmerican.org states, pre-conviction license suspension laws are clearly successful in reducing the rates of alcohol-related crashes. It also encourages behavior change. It is easy to be a responsible driver. Do not drink and drive. It's that simple. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says, plan your safe ride before home and start the party. Choose a non-drinker friend as a designated driver. Step 1. If someone you know has been drinking, do not let that person get behind the wheel. Take their keys and help them arrange a sober ride home. Step 2. If you drink, do not drive for any reason. Call a taxi, a ride-hailing service, or even a sober friend. Step 3. If you're hosting a party where alcohol will be served, make sure all guests leave with a sober driver. Step 4. Always wear your seatbelt. It is your best defense against impaired drivers. It is not hard to take simple precautions to save your life along with someone else's. People with more than one DUI offense should lose their license. Repeat offenders are a serious risk. Current penalties often fail, and stricter consequences can save lives. Everyone should support stronger laws and take drunk driving more seriously, because one bad decision shouldn't cost someone else their life.